Welcome to the Hardy Mom Podcast.
You're health challenged, girl, I get it. Feeling anxious, depressed, don't you sweat it. You felt alone.
You are not alone. So many of us have been sick and tired of being sick and tired for a long time, but we don't have to live this way. Hi, I'm Jen Hardy, mom of 7 and collector of eclectic diseases, and I'm here to tell you the 10 secrets of living well with health challenges. We're just going to dive right into it today because your time is valuable. So number 1 is schedule a weekly day of rest. It's biblical for a reason, and it's really time to start giving yourself a day of rest every week, a guilt-free day of rest every single week to do the minimum you need to do. Now, you might be saying, I have a chronic illness, or I'm depressed, or have anxiety, and I rest all the time. And yeah, a lot of us do rest our bodies often, but what I'm talking about is different. It's an entire day each week that you set aside to relax. Number 2 is find a group of moms who get it, so you don't have to do this solo. And there are other moms who understand and are willing to talk about it. You might find your people online, or you might even find a local support group for whatever condition it is that you have. And that is really the optimal thing. But if you've looked and can't find anything, I have got the group for you. Coming soon, I'm starting a new group away from social media because the privacy breaches and the admitted lack of privacy in social media have really brought to light the difficulty discussing personal things there. So if you're interested in joining this group, it's in beta version, and the first 100 people to sign up will get a free lifetime membership. If you go to hardymom.com/contact, it'll be there. Number 3 is ditch that guilt. Mom guilt is a reality that really needs to go because you are good enough. You're the mom God intended you to be, even if you don't feel like it all the time. You're not supposed to be like that mom you know who seems to be perfect. You all know who she is. Spoiler alert, she's not any better or happier than you are. She's just better at faking it. Number 4, get those kids to help you out. So there's a simple trick to getting your kids to help out at home, and they can start it today. And it's so easy that a 2-year-old can do it. So you're going to want to jump over to episode 46 and check out all the details. Secret number 5 is to keep your house picked up because you're going to feel better. And I know you're thinking, look, my house is out of control. I got all the things going on, all the things all over the place. And I don't feel good, or I'm tired, or I'm in pain, or whatever your situation is. But I have a way you can get your whole house cleaned up in an hour, even if you're feeling like that. Now, the secret is you're going to have to accept good enough and let go of that perfectionism. Because if you're waiting to do things until you can do them perfectly, girl, they're not going to get done. So it's another episode to listen to get all the details. But episode 47, 6 easy steps to get your house clean in an hour. And I'm telling you, it is not perfect, but it is good enough. And you are going to feel so much better. Also, your kids can help. And if they help, it gets done in even less than an hour. So seriously, check it out. Number 6, you know how everybody tells you, be positive and you'll feel better. And you think, okay, how am I supposed to feel positive when all these things are going on, right? I mean, let's be realistic. And there are days that I don't feel positive either. I'm not going to lie, but you got to pull yourself up by the bootstraps and get back in it, right? Because you can't be in the pit. You cannot live in that pit. I have lived in the pit, and it's a miserable place to exist. I know I'm going to tell you another episode again, but it's episode 50 and it's called How to Be Positive. No, really. And I guarantee, okay, if there's not another episode that you check out after this one, I really am going to really highly recommend you go to 50 because I guarantee that no one has ever given you the tips I'm giving you to getting positive. They're strange. And if nothing else, the tips themselves are going to make you laugh and you're going to feel more positive just by listening. So check it out. Number 7 is to stop that constant bickering that's going on in your house. Because if you are in the middle of constant chaos and stress, you're not going to feel well. You're not going to get better as fast, and you're all going to just be miserable. And I know how it starts, right? You don't feel good, and you can't do all the things, and then you feel guilty. And then you kind of take that out on other people. And you don't mean to, but come on, you're a human being. And then the people, they're not having as much sympathy as you'd like them to have. And they're also getting mad because you're kind of snappy, and then they're snapping back. And the next thing you know, everyone's arguing. They don't even remember what they're arguing about. There's another episode for that. It's episode 49. It specifically addresses teens, but the things I talk about in there, they're going to help everybody. So if you're in the bickering place, check it out and it's going to help. Or you can just go to the show notes or come to the website, hardymom.com/blog. And that is where it's all the show notes for all the episodes. And you're going to get some great ideas from there. If you would rather read than listen, or listen if you'd rather listen than read. See, there's choices. Secret number 8, you don't have to feel alone. Because sometimes as a mom, we put everyone else first and we end up feeling alone and isolated. But you don't have to be. You can sign up for my weekly email. It's only going to come to you once a week unless there's something really great that I have to tell you. And you're going to hear from me, and you can write me back too. I'll always answer you personally. I want to build friendships and not just talk at you. I'll let you know what's happening with the group, the podcast, and with me that week. And you can let me know how you're doing if you like. I treasure your privacy just like I treasure mine, and this is the easiest of the 10 secrets to living well with health challenges, and it's going to bring the info right to you. hardymom.com/contact. There you go. But follow or subscribe to the Hardy Mom podcast, because on the podcast, you're going to hear the things that I've come up with the having 7 kids and homeschooling for 23 years and having multiple chronic illnesses. And you're also going to meet guests along the way that make you laugh, cry, and feel inspired, because they're going to share how their lives have been impacted by health issues. And they'll share how they've continued to move forward in a positive direction in spite of their bodies pushing back. So if you listen in, you're going to discover a world of possibilities. And also, share some episodes with some people around you that either have the same issues you do, or maybe people in your life that just don't understand what you're going through or give you a hard time or try to make you feel guilty. Turn them onto this podcast and say, hey, you might want to listen to the new diagnosis thing, because you might learn something about what it's like to have a new diagnosis or what it's like to be diagnosed with a chronic illness. And maybe it'll open their eyes. So definitely subscribe. I know Apple has changed their thing and it's not subscribe anymore because that's for money, and I'm not charging you money. This is just free. So on Apple, you'd follow, and other places, wherever you like to listen, you subscribe. Whatever you need to do to not miss out. And if you're thinking, is this just one big long commercial for her things? The answer is definitely not. I have spent 7 years putting all these different things together, and I just wanted you to have them all accessible in one place. So they're in the show notes, and there will be a link to the post about it so that you'll get all the different details all in one spot, because I just want to help you live better. That's the whole point of all the things that I started in 2015 with Chronically Positive Mom way back in the day. And I want to make sure that you have access to everything, because I really do want you to live well, no matter what you're going through. And there's one more extra bonus secret at the end, so we're not done yet. So secret number 10 is start having fun and enjoy your life again, because there's too many of us that are just sick and tired of being sick and tired. And guess what? I wrote a book for you. I did. It's just for you. And it's called The Sick Mom's Guide to Having Fun Again. It starts out teaching ways to ditch that consuming mom guilt that we all have to some degree. And then it talks about ways to have fun alone, with your friends, and with the love of your life. Enjoying your life is possible, no matter what your diagnosis is, and no matter what's happening around you. So you need to take time for fun, relaxation, or whatever you need to enjoy yourself. And my favorite part of the book is the chapter that has 100 things to do with your kids. There's even 50 fun things to do with them when you can't even get off the couch or out of bed. And I came up with that when I was I cannot speak today, and I really apologize. But when I was repeatedly hospitalized and I had 5 children at home, ages 2 to 19, that I still needed to take care of and engage with. And how in the world are you supposed to do that from a hospital bed, or when you're in bed for 4 months straight? And you can find out when you read the book. At the end of the book, it talks about preparing for and even having fun with your visits to the doctor. Because, if we've got to go, we might as well enjoy it. So you can find the Sick Mom's Guide to Having Fun Again on Amazon. There's links on the website, and there will be one in the show notes. So you can click right where you're listening. I also wanted to let you know about my happiness coaching program. I still have limited openings in it. And unlike traditional therapy that focuses on revolving past traumas, because I am not a psychologist or psychiatrist, but I can help you find one if you need one. But happiness coaching focuses on creating a positive future and helping you identify and achieve your goals. And if you do work with me, we'll work together to develop strategies for increasing your happiness and well-being in every area of your life. So you can check that out on hardymom.com. because I would love to work with you. It's 7 weeks long, one-on-one coaching, and it is literally life transforming. I've been through it myself, and it's been amazing. As promised, the 11th secret. It's last and definitely not least. In fact, I really should have put it at the beginning, and it's to remember that you're perfect just the way you are. It can be easy to forget that, but it's true because you are amazing. You are the mom that God planned for your children. You are the woman that you are supposed to be right now, exactly where you are. And that may be super dressed up on your way home from work after having a very successful day, or it may be laying in bed thinking, I haven't showered for 2 days and I can't get up. Wherever you are, that is where you're supposed to be. And I mean, that sounds kind of negative, but I don't mean it that way. I mean, you're you. And you're perfect. You are perfect at being you. So try to find the joy in the struggle, or try to find the joy in spite of the struggle, because there is really beauty all around you. And the next time your child walks in, or if they're in the room with you, I want you to look in their face and look in their eyes and think, you know what? That's my child, and I love them so much, and they love you so much. And there's such a beauty in that. And if all else fails, just embrace that, because that is a gift that we've been given. So thank you very much for listening. These are supposed to be the best years of your life, and they can be no matter what you're going through. So check it out, follow some of the secrets, and let me know how they went, because I love hearing from you. So you can contact me at contact@hardymom.com. I would love to hear, and I respond to every email myself. So just reach out. I hope you have an amazing week. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen. And I look forward to talking to you next week.
Tips and tricks here that will help you. There's advice from experts and interviews. Find time to be with your kids and family. I can help you get it done easily. So premenopausal or postpartum, all stages of womanhood, girl, we've got 'em. I've been there, I've done that too, with a Hardy Mom podcast. Yeah, I'm here for you.